Welcome back to another installment of Panzer Campaigns, Tunisia 43. It's the end in Africa for the Axis. We're doing it right now. So, my last video, I had just started turn 16, and I had fired my artillery. So, here we go with the Corps d'Afrique. Checking my task list right quick. I think I already did that. It's been a couple days since I played. Let me see one thing right quick here. I finally memorized the hotkey for search by hex. Okay. Yeah, alright, I already moved them. Good. So, Corps d'Afrique. And we've got guns over here. We have a fair surround, but this is German troops. So, like this. I did finally kind of sort out my volume level, so that is good. I think it makes it easier for my audience to hear, which hopefully is appreciated. Good. So, not doing anything really over here. No effects. Varsity is up next, and they have quite the task. This is the 9th Infantry Division. So, we have over here, we do have some vulnerable units over here, and I think I'm going to be assaulting into this hex with 2 battalions. They have armored cars in the adjacent hex, so I'm going to do as much as I can to hit those armored cars. Honestly, this unit is not worth firing. This unit is disrupted. We don't have a lot of AT over here, or at least effective AT. Right now, all I have is disrupted and low ammo. We've got a lot of infantry, though. I don't think that he'll be able to withdraw or withstand this assault that I'm coming at him with. He does have guns here, but they're both disrupted. Let's see. I'm gonna try to get in. Let's see. And then this trench would be next. Alright. Well, the assault failed, but we did kill 3 of his vehicles at least, and didn't seem to take much fatigue, which is good. This unit, D, these are both D. I wonder why this unit had, maybe it was because of the stream hex that he has fewer movement points than this 3rd battalion here. In any case. Okay. Defensive fire. They are hurting me, but I think that I have the better end of this engagement, certainly. I have this company over here that's holding the flank. They're unfortunately part of this battalion that is furthest away. They're on the opposite side. I'm debating whether I should move them. What's the command range on this guy? That's it. Oh, it's because he's disrupted. I hate it because if I move... So one thing that I really wish that I had done was change the wireless intercept parameter before I started this. I didn't realize I was going to hate it so much. Hate is a strong word. I mean, I appreciate the mechanic in any case. So I guess I'm just going to leave this HQ here. And I don't think that I mean, they can't really counterattack from this direction because they'd have to go through a minefield. I don't think the AI is going to do that. So let me go ahead and move this company up. Great, they got a disruption. So that sucks. Well, we'll make the best of it. Okay. Next up, I'm going to soften this trench line. Move my engineers up here. I think we'll shoot first. Pretty good hit. They've got artillery. And we're not going to get a disruption. We might get a disruption this turn, but we didn't for the last hit, so we'll continue to try to disrupt them. And then I'll move this engineer unit up here. Take some defensive fire, no effect. Okay. I don't always like to deploy my engineer real close to the front line. I recently just made a video harping on how important it was to protect your engineers, but here we are. I don't need to advance here just yet, and that would be perhaps not the wisest move. I'm actually thinking, let's see here. Well, I have tank support. Oh yeah, I found this unit over here. How annoying is this? There's another... Alright, so annoying. We can't get around him. Well, that really sucks. So we'll just see what we can do to whittle this guy down with my recon units. Don't really have a choice. I don't want to leave him in the rear line here. I'm afraid he'll disrupt my supply lines. Oh yeah, I should look at that again. View. Where is it? Local supply values. I think it doesn't recall that when you, if you load the game. Anyways. What's next? I have these tanks, which I will move up to here. And I think that with armored support and some artillery, we have already been... we have been hitting these paratroopers with artillery while we're at it, but they're fully dug in, and like if I can't get a good flank on them, I don't know if it's the right move to attack directly there. And if I move, let's see, well, that wouldn't be a terrible idea. So what I can do is I can cut off this bridge. They'll be in clear ground, but let's see here. I was thinking, all right, if I put them into travel mode, I'll take foot. They'll pay road cost, so 3 and then 6. See what I'm thinking? This is this specific situation here. So I've got a stream with a heavy bridge. If I cross the stream deployed, I don't think I'll be able to... Oh yeah, I should be able to. But I'm pretty sure this will work, so I'm going to do this. Good. Perfect. So they'll do that, and actually I want to move engineers towards them. Where's my third engineer? Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. Should have known. Okay. Everybody low ammo. this whole regiment is going to be low ammo until that HQ recovers. So right now we're kind of stuck on this side. We don't really have a way to force the issue, so to speak. Well, let's do it. It just, the low ammo makes it quite difficult. They take a pretty severe penalty in like assaults and shooting. Alright, that was effective. They do have infantry in Jaffna. And I don't super duper have... Okay. I don't have a great way to get through that, but I don't think that I really need to worry about that too much right now. Trying to figure out what to do with this recon unit here. I guess we'll go the same way. My other thought is to put them in the middle, but I think it's not going to be... Well... Okay. We'll put them here. They'll be in a protected position. So here's my core. AT guns, tank destroyers. I'm going to put them here for now. I don't mind to gather up some strength right here. And we can move up and apply pressure in different ways. Maybe that's the right move. This understrength battalion from the 39th Infantry Regiment could be the top half of this pincher, if I position this correctly. Now they can kind of, yeah, we're going to do that. They can kind of put us in a difficult spot by moving up onto this hill, this elevated position north of where these paratroopers are, but in either case they'll have the worst of it because they'll be surrounded. So let's see. We're moving on to the 1st American Armored Division, and we are looking at a pretty brutal scenario for these infantry that are right here. Let's see. I want to cut them off, which I should be able to do. Let's see what I have at my disposal. 100 tanks, a few hundred infantry. I've got recon troops. I already fired the artillery. These guys are pretty high. Think for a second here. There's some risk. What I'm thinking is that I'm going to assault into this position with the artillery. It's a little bit high risk. There is some risk involved with it because it just makes it so that they'll be a little bit isolated, whoever lands in this position. But I don't think it's that much of a threat. So let's do that. Oh, right. That was the other component, is that if I accidentally kill this gun, I won't be able to move in that direction. Still, I think it's worth it. Let's go ahead and go to shot. 3 guns. Okay, good. Now... I did kind of shoot myself in the foot there because I wasn't able to move up here, but do I have somebody else? Yeah. Recon troops. Core recon troops. Low fuel. Kicked our butt right there. Okay, so they're cut off. And I think that this is going to go very poorly for them. They don't have an avenue of retreat. And I'm going to repeatedly assault them with like a bunch of guys. Let me fire my tank destroyer first, I think. Soft. Yeah. It's not ideal, but like, I might as well take the shot here. Because I'm not going to assault with the tank destroyer. They only have 4 assault. They're better off doing something else right now. Like shooting these guys up. Okay. Let me see what I have going on with this other stack over here. I can also assault with these engineers right here. That's a full engineer battalion. These guys are so screwed. Is this all part of the same? No. Is this my core? First armored, first armored, first armored. Oh, these are... they're just in a different construct of the order of battle. Armored Recon Battalion. Interesting. Okay. So I'm just gonna straight up assault these guys. Well, I'm gonna shoot them first, and then I'm gonna assault them. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. I want to make sure to segment out this assault so that it has full support. Because if I assault, like I can assault with one or the other, the tank or the infantry out of this stack, but if I do that, then, you know, I won't get the benefit of having supported armor, or perhaps the right way of looking at it is losing the opportunity cost of assaulting with supported armor. That's kind of rambly. Anyhow, 267 men killed in that assault. Vicious. Ooh, they're still fighting though. They're not having a great day. $152 men killed in that assault. So they're down to double digits across all 3. We're going to come in with the Engineer Battalion. Engineer Battalion has possibly the highest assault out of everybody in my squad. 73 men. Dang. Alright. Let's see here. This is kind of funny. I have like 300 tanks waiting to break out. I should have done this before my assaults. Good. This bunker. It's not a good way around it, unfortunately. I'll go... let's see. Yeah, I'll go here. Recon out front. That's a bad idea, but here we are. Recon out front. Good. What is this? 334th Infantry Division. I don't know if what I just killed was part of that unit. Da da da. What else do I have? You can go here because you need to rest. You can move up and take point. You can go here. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, next up, let's get you in far. Here come the engineers, the core engineers. Okay, I want to move up this unit here. And that should be most of it for 1st Armored It's called Old Ironsides. I think that's what it was called, if I recall. But I think that there were multiple units in World War II that were named Old Ironsides. It's probably a little bit boring. Okay, let's see. So taking a look at the area of Red Bull, 34th Infantry, trying to get a gauge on where my assaults are going to come for this bunker. I'd like to be able to exploit what I have going on here. We've got a clear road to the east, and north from there, Mature is definitely worth fighting for. That's on the road to Bizirt. And kind of Tunis as well, though less so. In any case, Mature is going to be obviously a key area. So, well, I can kind of answer that question then by utilizing this recon unit. Let's see what we have. Okay. Can I hit this with an airstrike? Yeah, I can. Oh, just carpet bombs, though. I wonder if there's something better that I can use my carpet bombs on. Jeffna. Let's go for carpet bombing Jeffna, since I'm here. Oh, they have AA over here. That's a bad idea, then. They probably have AA everywhere, if we're being honest. I've seen a lot of 88s. I think this is all AA. I think of AA mostly as like AT, even though that's not the case. Anyhow, I'm going to use these airstrikes just because I can. All intercepted and useless. So, well, we can just get him out of travel mode. That's fine. So I would really like to push forward with this group of units here, especially since I can get this tank destroyer and these tanks out in front. And I have a protection on my right flank if my thrust is towards the east. We'll do it like this. So Red Bull heads in this direction, and then they're gonna move north. Let me see something here. I have some cool effects that I can do with this software. They're gonna go in this direction, and then they're gonna go north. And then the 1st Infantry Division is going to push out like in this direction, so that way they can secure this road and protect from any counter-assaults, counterattacks. So that also, yeah, in some ways we're kind of closer to Tabor Ba with the 2nd Corps, but yeah, I think that the 1st Division will probably be something like, let's see it, kind of maybe hold this river here. That's a tributary of the Tyne. I guess that is the Tyne, really. So yeah, we'll proceed thusly. And in the meantime, to finally make up my mind about this. Well, that slightly short on engineers. Okay. We're going to, let's do it like this. Let's just throw the whole thing at him. I don't like to attack with my, or assault with my tank destroyers, but here we are. I really need to get these guys off the line. They're tired. Yeah, we took some fairly significant, that wasn't that bad. Good, eliminated. And this should not take much, I think. Yeah, boy. Why are you running? Good. Done. Let's get this AT gun moving. Put you... Now would be a good time for me to start sorting my units. This is from the 133rd. Let me look at this. No, the 13th. No. 133rd. Here. Yeah, okay. The most out of place regiment. Okay. Okay. This is helping. So 135th is probably also tired, though less so. Okay. First thing, this is the 168th tank destroyer. This is the divisional. Nope, this is a corps. Oh, both of these are corps units. All right, I can live with that. So they'll move up. Put you like this? Yeah. We'll just play it straight here. Okay. So which regiment is going to take point? We got to move our regimental HQs up. They're quite far behind right now, as well as my artillery. What kind of ground is this? Rough. Okay. So I see what I'm going to do. Alright, so at this crossroads, basically this position here is what I need Red Bull to secure today. Probably like this. If we can do that, I'm honestly thinking that we might like organize kind of a recovery day. I kind of need it all across the line. Right now I'm on day 3. It's 24th of April. I've got a lot of turns. I did give myself extra turns in this. I'm still a relative newbie to this game. So here's the 168th. We need to be moving in the right direction. It is unfortunate that I found myself 35th with this road blocked off, but that's just the way that it played out. So Combat Engineer Battalion. I want to... Where's the 133rd again? Yeah, they're gonna... crap. See, they're the ones with the lowest fatigue. Alright, which one is the one with the highest fatigue then? 135th? 135th. I think they've been on the front line the longest. Well, this one's not so bad. That one's not so bad. What about the 168th? Not so bad. Actually, the infantry is not so bad. It's really the tanks that have been taking a walloping, I guess. Alright. So, in any case, the 135th, we'll position them towards the east. This is my divisional tank destroyer unit. Put you right up front. Oh, I've got shots to take. Light up some artillery here. Nice. Alright, here's for the 168th. Put him slightly behind because he can't deploy this turn. Another battalion from the 168th. Yeah, travel mode's not going to help in this particular case. That's okay. Can we move these artillery pieces off the road, I think? Yeah. They're half-tracks, so I think they're half-tracks, right? Yeah, hard half-tracks, so they have a bit more maneuverability or speed over ground. We'll get the... Do I have engineers? Yeah, okay. Engineers. So 133rd. And which... Yeah, okay. Tempted to just leave this tank here to recover. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, here comes some of my headquarters units. I am going to put them in trench. Well, let's see what this plays out like. What is this? Core artillery? Okay. Let's get the infantry as far along as I can. Yeah, that's what I was thinking would happen. So I'm moving my HQ unit. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and put them in the bunker. It's okay if he's in travel. That will... I thought that would have let me to move a little further with this unit. No, because because of the size of this unit, it instantly violates road movement rules. My mistake. Anyhow, let's get this up. Probably move you out of the way. Okay. Core artillery. Let's see here. And we're both heading in the same direction, so I feel like it's appropriate to spread it out a little. Got already engineers going in that direction. What are these guys doing? Oh, we've got engineers all over the place. We're filthy with engineers. Okay. Yeah, alright, so... Really, I should have sent more of these guys north. I can't remember why I started moving him down. That just stinks, because there's really nothing that I can do to get them back into place up here. Okay. I'm gonna try. I mean, I just have so many engineers anyways, so like, they'll catch up eventually. I'm gonna make a note about this. 39.43, move engineers north. My note-taking system has become pretty reliable, I feel like. Anyhow, so... okay. I should have moved you first. I guess it doesn't matter that much. Road movement is blocked either way. So, let's go ahead and I'm moving all this artillery up. Self-propelled guns, quite useful. What else? What else? 6 and 18. That does not violate road movement. Okay. What else? What else? Yeah, just packing in this artillery over here. Got the headquarters unit. We'll move him up. Got more headquarters. I can only move this artillery in this direction. Okay. So lots of artillery moving, Patton up. And finally the lagging battalion of the Red Bull. Anybody else on Red Bull? Let's see it. Yeah, this tank unit, I'm just going to let them rest. Okay. I think that's it. 1st Division. Hotspot over here is the this bunker. So I'm getting sick and tired of having to deal with this. Okay, I'm gonna assault this position. Good. Alright, and then we're going to carry out assaults. Brutal. Let's do it this way. These guys at first, in conjunction with the engineers, I should think. Ugh. What a slugfest. At least they're isolated. We did get a that unit was already disrupted. This is just going to be nasty. Okay. That went better. 10 men and 38 men. Attackers, defenders. Go ahead and move this gun up. And shoot my... we got him less than 100, so that's good at least. We are making progress over here. You've moved. Okay. What else for the first? Let's see it. We're gonna go here. Okay, I'm good with that. We can just push straight forward, I think. Let me make sure I keep my units together, though. 18th, this is all the 16th. 16th, perfect. This is some recon troops that I have over here for whatever reason. 18th, okay. Don't get them mixed up. Keep them at their own boundaries. We're almost pushing east, I feel like, with this. Okay. This 18th and the 18th, and we can get our tank destroyers up here, and we can get our towed AT into a good position. We've got recon on the way. Okay, so this is the headquarters of the 18th. This is all the 16th. Nope, that's the 18th. Alright, so we're going to move you up, keep you in cover. This is my artillery from the 18th. We'll put you here. Seems reasonable. This is part of the divisional tank destroyers. Put you here. I'm good with it. We've got to cross the Tyne onto this low valley. And we also want to make sure as much as possible that... So, yeah, that's just artillery. We keep the approaches to the valley on either side secure. Okay. Aye. It's the cannon for the 16th. Okay. 16th. These guys have already been fighting pretty hard. There's my divisional, regimental, recon. Secure this flank. Get over here. I think that's pretty good. Okay. Oh yeah, get... why can't you go in there? Oh yeah. Out of command too. Alright. So that's it for US 2nd Corps. Next up is going to be the 1st Army? 1st Army 5th Corps. This is nasty over here, honestly. Okay. These guys are not motorized, so they can cross this rough terrain over here. I want to send them in that direction, but I don't have any, like, basically anything to support them. Let's see. Long Stop Hill here, I think, is the real consideration. We can't seriously threaten this line of AA guns. Well, it's just AA guns, right? It puts us in a tricky position, but I think it's doable. So let's go ahead and move you up first. Don't love this position because it's in the clear, but it will allow us to climb Longstop Hill and take advantage of this position on the this trench. So this is going to be additional unpleasantness. We got a gun. We got 3 guns. Okay. It's just ugly attacking over clear ground, but like, I don't know. It's Africa. It's Tunisia. It's just gotta make do with what we have. Okay. Yeah. Man, we're weak on this, I feel like. Well, we've got this company and these machine guns over here, which I'm going to be moving back towards their own area in a moment, but I really should have committed this full... I mean, it just played out like it played out, and right now my plan is once I get past this area here, we're going to cross this bridge and kind of link back up or flank down towards Longstop Hill. I'll need to secure that position here. I mean, it's more complicated than that, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. You disrupted? No. Okay. So that's good. I have recon. Okay. I like the look of this so far. These guys might get lit up, and I need to be willing to accept that. Okay. They did not get lit up. This is some French infantry. Something tells me that these guys are weak. Alright. Got both machine gun companies. Everybody's far from everything. These guys are resting. Let's go ahead and shoot these AT guns. Well, yeah, alright. Set up all this artillery. So I need this for Peter's Corner. Yeah, this is all going to work out. It's not going to be easy, but it will work out. Let's see. So he can stay there. This unit of recon, I want to keep an eye on whatever is going on down in this direction. Yeah. So, okay, rather have him away. So that reconnaissance was good. I hate to move these guys just on top of this hill, but like I can't tell if it would be better to boop boop. That'll be, this is a field, so foot field is going to be 816, and then another, yeah, so travel mode in this particular instance would not help them at all. We will need both of these companies in our attack our surrounding of Long Stop Hill and like the crossing of the Mejida. So we will go with that. This is so unpleasant. They've got big guns and it's hard to get at them. Where's my infantry, man? Alright. Let me check the visibility. He can shoot at here. Need these machine gun companies. I'm okay with like the trailing edge of the 4th holding this line for right now. I eventually need to get that sorted, but in the immediate term, I think it's okay. These AT guns are not super useful to me right now. And I don't love the idea of this is such a mess. I can't flank them. Like, okay, I'll tell you what I can do. I can wait. I can give up a turn and just kind of position my people where they need to be at their jump off points and move them. Move them with stealth to get. There might be something over here. Got no recon planes. Okay. Alright. I have a plan. Studying the map. Apologize for the delay, dear viewer. What do I have up here? Company. Okay. I am making progress. I can be a little aggressive. And actually, that's not a terrible idea. I forget what the range of these 88s is, but I think it's really far. I think it's like 3 or 4 hexes. But neither of these positions can see across this stream. So, tell you what I'll do. Let's try to defeat them in detail. I just know I'm walking into something gnarly right here. You need to get out of there, buddy. I really should just learn to never trust the automatic pathfinding. Okay. All right. We are making progress. I should be able to combine these units. Yeah. And this is another one, 145th. I don't know. They're so hard to keep track of. Okay, this unit has a lot of hard attacks. I'm actually feeling like maybe I should just have these guys sit here and pepper this darn bunker. I still want the infantry and like the anti-infantry vehicles to move north. Okay, let's get this sorted. I want this tank battalion to rest. We'll put him here. This one's still relatively low. There's a lot less tanks in this unit. These guys have 0 fatigue. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I like the way that this is shaping up. You have only 2 guns. Oh my goodness. Alright, I shouldn't. I'm just gonna keep him here and shoot this bunker. These tanks, I think I can just go ahead and move them up and start blasting on this bunker. I can probably dig in too. Start digging in next turn. Otherwise, these tanks aren't really doing anything as the main thing, because they can only damage hard. I mean, they have soft attack, but it's like it's so low as to be inconsequential. So I'm going to continue moving all of these tanks north. I've got this unit of infantry which can come. Worthless. All right. Got a bunch more infantry. This is all from the 4th? No. This is mixed right here. I gotta be careful. Oh, that was risky. So here, I want to take over. This trench is good, yeah. Okay. Move this unit. So the 4th is all headed in the right direction. Let's make sure I'm sorting by regiment on the... Well, let me make sure I moved everybody for... Yeah, we gotta get this guy. Good. And... Yeah, I like the look of that. Okay. And... do I have any AA? Not with the 46. Actually, there is some here, but it's just one unit. Okay. So, oh, I see a nice spot for these guys to hang out. Let me make sure I'm looking at this correctly. So, 128th. All spread out everywhere. Okay. Crap. Alright, I'm gonna pull a little swapperoonie over here. That was the wrong direction to move these guys. Good, good. Hit him with the old recon. Not yet. Let me check this out. These guns, though. Let's see, I've got guns. Where's my divisional? Yeah, right here. So, good. All around there. They do have a lot of tanks. So, I'm gonna go ahead and reconstitute these anti-tank guns. I'll finish up this division and that'll be it. So this might get a little boring. Sorry. I need the AT guns from the 138th to be on the right flank. They are. Alright, that's awesome. The 128th is the unit that's kind of all spread out. So we'll take these AT guns and put them up here. And they'll be able to shoot at that bunker and help stave off any counterattacks, any local counterattacks. Now this is for the 139th, which... okay. Alright, I see what we have. So we'll put you here. Good. And I have the... I should really be trying to flank these guys. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, what is that? Ugh. That was brutal. Alright. Let's get these guns up this hill. We'll put our divisional guns face to face with that tiger and keep pressure on both of their flanks. So, okay. Alright, yeah. We can do something like that. Get some trench works going over here. So, yes. This marsh hex is pretty crucial right here. Okay, so here's my divisional guns. Are you up here? Yeah, that's probably fine, right? You up here. Okay. Want to surround these guys. All right. What's next? This stupidness over here. Let's just assault. Okay. And we'll move you here. Take you from travel mode. What I would like to be able to do is deal with this dug-in recon. It's a tough fighting position, but we have thinking. Yeah. Take that. And okay, nothing going on there. And finally, let's see if we can get this unit up this hill. That was probably a bad move, but let's go ahead and keep shooting at this recon units. I really need to get them off my flank. I can't do anything until they're gone. They're just getting shredded by everybody in the neighborhood. Okay. Recon, they're okay to stay here. I'm actually going to move them back over to this trench line. Let's see, that's good. That's the divisional. This is, yeah, everybody's in range. Everybody's in command range. So I think that is it then for the 46th Infantry Division, which will bring me to the close of this video, and I will look forward to the next installment.